So do you want to know how to get the best force feedback you can out of iRacing? Well, it's with irFFB, and I'm going to show you how to install it on your computer. Welcome to OBS Studios. Alright, so let's get irFFB installed so you can get the best possible force feedback you can get out of iRacing. We'll start with opening up a browser. We type in irFFB and we go to the wiki page, and it should be at github.com. The first link may take you to a configuration page or something, but start at the home page if you want to read about the program, how it works and such. There's two different modes. You have telemetry based modes and you have direct mode. The difference being that the latency that comes from telemetry based versus much smaller latency, 29 milliseconds versus 4 milliseconds between the two. So in order to get the direct mode though, you need to install VJoy, which is another program that we'll get a link to here in just a second. When we go to the configuration page, it talks about using VJoy. The important thing here is that you use version 2.18. I believe it's 3.9. We'll see in just a second. But so we go here to the download, and I like to right click on it so it opens in a new tab. That keeps me on the wiki so I can come back to reference it easier. So we go here now, and we have, you see there's a newer version, 2.1.9. It doesn't work with irFFB. Only the latest one that works is 2.1.8.39. So we open up this folder and we click on this program. Your download will start shortly. And boom, there it is. I'm saving it under downloads, iRacing, VJoy setup.exe. I save that. 10.1 megabytes, very small program. We're done with that download part. Now we can come back here and we see that we need to download irFFB from the release page. So we right click on that, open in a new tab, come back up here, go to that tab, and you see the latest one here is version 1.4.2, and it was made in 2018. There is a newer version. Another fella picked it up and started working with it. It's up to 1.5.3, I believe, but I've had some trouble getting it to run. This one is much more stable for me. Your mileage may vary, but in my case, I get everything I need out of this one. I think the new one might add some newer cars possibly or something to it. I don't know, but this one works for me. You can try the other one. I'll post a link down below to that one if I can find it. So we click on this, we download this to the same folder, save, and it's a very small program as well, 207 kilobytes. So now they're both installed here. So now we can show in folder, and that opens on another screen here. So let me slide up here, grab it, bring it down. We can close this. This wiki goes through what all of the settings are. If you see my other video, I'll have where I go through setting up this program and setting up the Fanatec settings for a DD1 for my DD1 wheel. Then you've already seen when I talk through this. If not, you can follow the link below, or I'll post it up above. Basically, these are the settings that you can adjust, and it talks about what each of these settings does in more detail. Right now, we're just getting it installed, so we can close that. This leaves it with this, so we can double click this. It will run on the other page, on the other screen. So I'll bring this over here. Click next to continue or cancel. I've already set it up. This will install VJoy 2.1.8.38 on your computer. I recommended you close all other applications, yada yada. Click next to continue, cancel to exit setup. I've already got it set up, so in this case I'm going to cancel. And yes, exit setup. Of course it made an error because I didn't set it up there. I'd already have it set up.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
After installing any program, it's always a good idea to restart your computer. But now I will find it and open it up. VJoy config. Yes. Alright, so once you get it installed, this is what you'll see. Your VJoy config, you want to make sure that all of the effects are checked. Check enable effects, make sure they're all checked. You can set up point of view hat switches and such on here if you want to use VJoy for that purpose. I do not. I simply want it for the X axis, which is on my wheel. And make sure enable VJoy is checked. And that's it. That's all you do with this. So now we can close that. Yes, I didn't make any changes. So then to get irFFB running, I prefer to run it as administrator. So I right click, run as administrator. And it goes through the Windows opening screen thing again. And it takes a minute. And this is what I talked about. If it opens into the task manager but doesn't open on your screen, you might have to open up task manager. Go in here, end task, end task. Run as administrator. And this time it opens up. And then you go through the settings, setting it all up, just like I did in the other video. And you can follow that link down below. If you like my channel, like what you see, be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Subscribe if you want to see more. And thanks for watching.